Going on, everybody? It's your boy Ed. I'm actually trying this YouTube live feature for the first time. Feels good to be live on YouTube. It's a new world out here. I'm feeling old because we're able to see each other across the globe, and it's your boy Ed. And it's so easy for us to just connect wherever we're at. Actually, I was just reading an article that I wrote a few weeks ago about cosmopolitanism. I can't even say the word. But anyways, I'm reading that article that I wrote and how I was saying the whole world is interconnecting, right? Through like globalization, through social media, and everyone just wanting to connect with each other. So I thought that was pretty dope. And now that I'm able to go live on YouTube, I think I'm gonna take full advantages because I'm actually was gonna start Instagram live workouts. So why not start YouTube live workouts or Facebook live workouts? Why do one platform when it can incorporate multiple things within various platforms? So if I want to reach more people, it's more imperative that I try to keep my sources of distribution versatile. More distribution gets it to the people. So anyways, I'm excited, man. First live video. I don't really know what to talk about. I'm really just going on about what I want to do. But if you've been tuning into my channel, I really appreciate you. Appreciate the love. Appreciate the support. Like I always say about videos, and you probably don't watch them all the way, but like I always say, it's just my life and me growing and learning and kind of me sharing that with you. So I think it's really dope that I get to kind of share my experiences, not only with people now, but like my grandkids or like my grandson and just future generations. Imagine if the legendaries like Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Nelson Mandela, what if Rosa Parks could have Snapchatted her situation, right? What if they could tell you their life stories? Like, how much impact do you think that would have on future generations? So that's how I look at my life. And that's how I think everyone should look at themselves, like as someone great who has come in this earth for a short period of time to do some great things, and afterwards leaving a legacy, leaving the world better than it was. So that's really like my whole spiel, man. I'm just a regular guy right now. I'm in college. I'm actually about to take an exam soon. I gotta study. So I shouldn't be on this thing here for too long. But I think this is pretty interesting stuff. So that's why I gotta be on here. But anyways, guys, my name is Edward Gills. I know a lot of you have not commented on my videos. I don't know why. I'm a very, people person type of guy. Like, don't be shy. You know what I mean? Like, don't be shy. Just gotta show some appreciation and some like interaction, right? Um, I don't know how I need to better communicate through my videos or my platforms because I just feel like I'm like the uncle who like everyone sees at the party but don't really like talk to him, right? I don't want to be the uncle. I'm too young to be the uncle. I gotta be the engaging guy. I want people to be, to want to engage in conversation with me, right? So I think that's very important to engage. So that's what I'm trying to do is build better and more solid relationships with everyone that like I know. So that's pretty much it. This is pretty dope, this live video right now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna chill here for a little bit because this is dope, right? Let's see. Boom. So this stuff is legit. I wonder how we could better use all of these sources of technology given to us, to like pursue, come together, have one mission in mind to get things done. Like we have so many movements within the black community alone that could be accomplished if we just, instead of reading memes and making fun of other people, go about fulfilling a task together that will better not just our lives, our friends' lives, our parents' lives, but the lives of many people within our own race. So I think that's what we kind of need to focus on, is using all the technology, because globalization could be like this big cool thing, but if we're just using it to kind of make money and not really solving these world issues like world hunger, like or like racism within our society here, then what are we really doing? And I think that's something that's important for us to really think about and not just see what we're getting done. It's just like monetary. We don't want everything we're doing to be motivated by money, right? I think good should be a great motivation that we should use to get things done. You know, on the basis of good should all things come from. Like if I want to build something, it should be at some instance to do some good in the world, right? You don't want to just like build things for egoistic purposes or just for selfish reasons, because those things could grow, but you want things that you create to impact. And I think the business of just like making money is starting to die off. I think we're in the business of building things, and that could be in all levels, from communities to movements to just amazing technology technology advances in the United States. You know, it's just, you could see through all these different platforms we've been able to come up with the right knowledge, the right systems, just things to make it easier for the little man like you and I to get into whatever it is we want to get into. So I don't see why people really have a lot of excuses as to why they're not getting success, but I can see why the process takes long, because I'm in that process right now. And I know it's basically for this one reason, and this is from personal experience. It always happens because you're not changing enough as a person. That's what I realized. I realized that I wasn't changing fast enough with my situation because I was just being hit by everything that's happening to me instead of standing up to what was going on. I was always being trampled by life instead of standing on the pedestal of failure and said, "This is my life and I control it, and I will not let you decide what you want to do with my happiness or my sadness." Like, my feelings are mine, not yours to control. And I think that's what the decision people have to make, or else they really can't get control of their lives. And this is a cycle that I go through. And sometimes I'm like, damn, we've been here already. We know what it takes. It's basically change or you be left out. And when you know that, and then it comes back and hunts you again because you're just in this cycle of, I know what to do, but I'm just too lazy and I just don't want to do it, like, or maybe I like this temporary satisfaction I get from this thing, so I'm gonna stick to that instead of making the change that I know could pretty much transform my life. And I think I've been going through that over and over. It's a cycle that really does suck. And if you're in that cycle, I urge you to stop. Really, like, look at yourself and say, if I've been doing the same thing over and over and over, how can I possibly expect a different result? Insanity is doing the same thing and expecting a different result. And I've been insane a lot of times. You ever feel crazy? Like, people look at you and they're like, something is off. And you want to tell them, I'm really going insane right now because I have no control over my mind, or my life at this point. And I'm just like, man, I really don't know what to do. Like, those situations are not only character building, but they're lonely. And a lot of people don't seem to want to talk about those situations. It's like we tend to ignore when those things happen. It's like, well, it's supposed to happen. Is it really supposed to happen? Like, most people rather avoid pain than to seek pleasure. Most people rather avoid pain than to seek pleasure. So we live our whole life trying not to get hurt instead of living our whole life trying to be as pleasurable as possible while leaving room for hurt in order to grow. So it's like I'm going through life, I'm expecting hard times because that's just like what life is. You go through good times, you happy, you lovey-dovey, you young, you have all the freedom, you go to all the parties, you have fun, that's life. It's pretty cool, and then you get old, and then taxes, and then later you die. But I'm just kidding. But life is a cycle, and we understand how it works. So at the end of the day, I think it's all about always leaving room to grow and never thinking and believing foolishly now that you know everything. The moment you think you know everything and that everything that everyone else has to say is meaningless to you, I think that's a hard place to be because that's when growth is baffled, and that's when you can no longer grow as an individual or as a person. And I like doing all this stuff, like shooting my podcasts, my shows, my videos, my vlogs. You guys see all the videos on my YouTube channel, and you might not really know me personally because you probably haven't went through the whole video. I want to let you know I'm just a regular dude, entrepreneur guy. I went through a lot of stuff in my life, and every day I'm getting better, stronger, and I'm just yearning to be great, just like I hope you are. And I just want to be a motivation to you So I spread out positive messages, which other greats have done to me in my journey. And I realized this stuff is kind of useful. Seeing and knowing someone I can relate to go through their go through give me strength, give me knowledge, give me wisdom that I can use to better my life. And some of these greats in my life were like the Tony Robbins, the Les Browns, the Eric Thomases of the world. And now I just do this because I feel like I'm an artist, right? And being like a writer and at some point a poet, and I have different forms of expression, but I don't need a pen, I don't need a mic. I just need me to paint my portrait, whether that through be words, videos, training, my business, whatever it is. I take pride in what I do, and I do it every day humbly, not because I think I'm better than anyone else, better than you, or better than any other YouTuber, because I'm just a brother trying to make it, trying to change my circumstances, my family circumstances, and just inspire people. And I realize that the more I do this is the more I really enjoy doing it, and kind of see like maybe I'm not so horrible at this. Maybe it's a talent. Maybe it's just like something I should do. And my words encourage me when I go back and look at them. I think that's really why I kind of do all this stuff. When I go back to my channel and I see my videos of me talking about my life at a certain point, it pushes me to change because I was like, add change. And then I'm looking, I'm like, yo, you didn't make that change. So I think we all need to have some sort of record for ourselves, whether it be you as a personal brand, which could happen and be shown through videos, pictures, your social media, or just your personal diary of yourself. Don't feel like embarrassed because you write down what happens to you, your days. Some people will ridicule you, but that's middle school stuff, man. Let's grow up here. We're grown ups. Understand that self growth always equate self evaluation. You have to evaluate what you've been doing. Why has it not getting you a certain result? And what do you need to do differently to make sure that you get the result that you want with your body, with your mind, with your grades, with your finances? It's like, don't come to me saying you want to lose all this weight and not understand that when you want to do something so different out of your comfort zone, it's not going to be a walk in the park. It might mean that you need to walk to the park or from the park, around the park, on top of I'm just kidding, but it might need that you need to get outside and just work out. So life is just you figuring out what you've always known, and is it now the right time to just go out and just do it? Because you already know it. I feel like a lot of us we're trying to look for answers, and I realize that nobody has the answers. Kanye don't have the answers. Donald Trump don't have the answers. The library doesn't have the answers. You have the answer. I feel like we all already have the answers that we're looking for, but we're just not self-aware enough to really realize how much we really know as people. That we're just more powerful than we really think, and it's just be willing to learn. And I'm always learning every day. When I do my show, the reason why I actually like interviewing people is because I like to learn about their experiences. I like to learn from them, and I grow. And I think that's the biggest thing. And that's why I have this channel. I think my mission, and I know my mission in life is this: to inspire, motivate, and uplift individuals to reach a whole mind, body, and nutrition by first embodying all those qualities myself. If I want nothing to do, I have my words all backed up today. If I don't do anything else in the world, I want to help me grow to where I can have a proper balance between what I'm putting into my body, what I'm putting into my mind, and what my mission and purpose is. And I want to use that mentality to impact a lot of other people. And whether that be through an organization I build, or through my videos, or just by how I interact day to day with people, that's what I hope to do. That's why I started this channel. This is a channel showing my growth over time, and I hope you be there to see it and see you at the top. And while we're on the ladder, I got my hand down. I'm ready to pull you up. Make sure if you're on top, you give a brother a hand. Give another brother a hand. And that's all I got to say. So, we're going to end this live stream. Thank you guys for watching. Peace.